Okay, we're back. I don't know what happened there. It seems to have been a problem at Twitch from what I can see, because I had full internet access on both my streaming PC and my gaming PC. Yeah, don't know. So, let's... Sorry, a little disoriented now as to what I'm trying to do. Let's fast travel around to there, because I can never remember if you can get out the east gate properly here or not. Ooh, that... Oh, it's there now. I don't think it always is the same spot. Wow. That worked well. First time in a long time that I've taken Clan Fear down that quickly. Where am I going? That way. Just make sure there's nothing else around. Welcome back, anyone who is back. Sorry about that. Little dropout there. I don't know what caused it. My investigations showed that my internet was working perfectly fine, but I just started dropping frames to Twitch. So I sort of feel like it has to be at Twitch's end that was the problem. I don't know. Oh, hello there, Mr. Troll. Damn, you're fast. And you're gone. Well, you're not gone. You're attacking somebody over this way. Potentially. Atreus Oz, thanks for the follow. Yeah, I just got to head overland to this place. And hope we don't get attacked by mountain lions and bears and trolls and ogres and who knows what else. Quick save. The girl's father should be buried inside. I think that must be music. Music that I'm hearing, I think, must be associated with the Oblivion gate over there. Certainly very disconcerting. Can't remember if there was bandits or anything around here. I have done this mission once before, I think. Anyway, let's head on in. I know we get ambushed by the mage. Are you Marauder? There we go. Don't even know what that was I just picked up. What was it? It was a silver longsword of some sort. Right. Can I rest? I can't rest. Just reload this. Just in case. There we go. Okay. And switch back to that. Okay, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there's a lever to open that somewhere else. And somehow he didn't hear me. There you go. Well, he did hear me because he ran off. He was trying to get range on me. Ooh, some more elven arrows. I'm not going to say no to that. I'm going to take the silver gear and a repair hammer. Which reminds me, what can I repair of my gear? Just the greaves. I said I should put most of this stuff away so that I can repair it later. Okay, there's somebody over there. There's going to be more than one person in here, though. Don't have much in the way of arrows. I mean, magicka. Waiting for it to come back. They don't know where I am.
Am I supposed to be impressed?
Yep. But I would prefer it if you were dead. He's dead. And now you are too. What is that? Steel claymore? No thank you. I'll take my arrows back and I'll take the dwarven boots. And that is another steel claymore, but you've got dwarven cuirass and more repair gear. Still too many enemies for me to rest. Can I repair? I can repair with these enemies around, but I can't rest. What is... So I'm level 13. I'm quite away from the nearest level. My armory is at 39. Still a lot to go. Conjuration's almost at 50. Very nice. I do need to do some more Conjuration, don't I? I feel. Okay. I don't know who else is around that it doesn't want to let me rest. Oh, now it will. So maybe there's someone closer back over that way? Okay, what have we got over here? Well, for a start... Oh, god damn it. You moved at the last second. Who said that? Missed. There you go. Iron Claymore. Piece of junk. Don't want it. Boots. And that. And you can keep the rest of it. Let's quick save. It's over here. Oh, yeah, I need potions of healing. Not going to say no to those. More dwarven arrows. Potion of healing. I think she was supposed to be some sort of battle mage. Just a feeling I've got from the fact that she didn't really have much in the way of weapons on her. Not really much of a battle mage either, because she didn't even get a spell off, I don't think. It's a training dummy. Yeah, I'll take all of that. I'm encumbered. What? How am I encumbered? That's not worth it. That's not worth it. Technically, the silver longswords aren't worth it, but I've been carrying them for a while, so I'm going to keep carrying them. Wow, those lion pelts aren't really worth it. It's terrible. Okay, nothing I want here. Is this... Have I done everything? No, I didn't go through there. That goes to the blooded halls. Damn it. Dwarven longsword is... Oh, actually... It's not really worth the money. Weighs 32, but only worth 200. It's worth more than those, though. Problem is he's also got a dwarven shield there, which is worth the money. So let's drop the other silver sword for the dwarven shield. Take all of that. Take all of that. Oh, that's just a crappy bow, isn't it? Yeah. Don't need that. Right. Up to the exit over here. Because this is where it wants us to go. Oh man, a dwarven claymore. An orcish armor. Guess who's coming back here to raid some more later. Pick up everything I couldn't take with me this time. Is there anyone else here? There is. In fact, there's multiples of them. There we go. Open easy lock. There we go. More repair hammers, but I don't really have much that can be repaired at this point. Nothing back here. That's just iron short swords. Pretty much what I expected. Silver bow. Dwarven boots. Orcish cuirass. Again, sort of expected. Because I can't carry it, so of course it's going to be good stuff. But that's okay. As I said, we'll come back and get it. Mithril boots, orcish cuirass. Hang on. G'day BM, yeah, I'm back. I don't know what happened actually. It just... OBS just said I was dropping frames, and that my connection was obviously bad. All of my testing showed that there was nothing wrong with my internet connection, so I feel like it was something at the Twitch end. The Twitch server I was connected to had a hiccup or something, I don't know. But I had to kill OBS and restart the stream, which didn't go very well. Well, it didn't go very quickly is more the issue. So I'm just hoping Arbiter doesn't think that I didn't want to talk anymore about channel points and just left in a huff, because that's definitely not what happened. Okay, so we got one guy over there. Let's... Or is it two guys over there? Is that his shadow back there? It is not his shadow. There is two guys over there, and then there is this archer right here. So I'm pretty sure that guy is actually going to be a mage. Maybe not. No, I was right. There we go. Now. Oh, he didn't even react. This guy did not even react. I want to get my magicka back up, though. Yeah, well, it's good to be back. You were actually asking about if I had a one-handed bow mod that I was looking at. And the answer is yes and no. I can't find one, so I'm thinking about trying to make one. I want to see if I can actually make a mod that can basically is modify all of the bows in the game to make them essentially one-handed weapons, but in your left hand, and then when you go to select a spell, it puts it in your right hand. I don't know if that's going to be possible, but that's going to be what I'm going to attempt to do. Okay, I feel like I wasted a lot of magicka there, but I knew I didn't hit him the second time. I mean, with the first spell, because I could see him jump sideways. Now, do I have the range? Thankfully, he didn't notice that bright blue glowing arrow that streaked past him. Where is he? He's just sitting there waiting. No, don't have enough magicka to cast that, but I do have enough to kill him like that. And that's an Elven Claymore, and he's got pretty well full-on orcish gear. I definitely want to be coming back here later and looting all of this stuff. Can I rest now? I can. Very good. Yeah, well, I think I mentioned this last night. It's not my first foray into making mods. I've actually made a mod for 7 Days to Die. And it was interesting because when I was playing that, the one thing that I said that 7 Days to Die really needed was more melee weapons, and in particular you needed to be able to use a sword and a shield. Because I don't know if you are familiar with 7 Days to Die, but the actual game engine for 7 Days to Die is geared around all weapons being two-handed. Well, sort of. You can't... There's no dual wielding or anything like that. And, you know, if you're using a melee weapon, it's either two-handed or you use it in your right hand. There are no options for anything else. But I found a way to create, and that's a dwarven bow. I found a way under 7 Days to Die to create a shield. You can't like use it as a shield, you just equip it and it always is there as your shield, but it just provides a lot more armor protection basically. It's a little bit cheaty though, because the way it works, the shield, until the shield starts to break, it actually makes you pretty well invulnerable. It has to do with the way the game handles armor and what it considers your maximum armor class type of thing, your maximum armor value. But anyway, yeah, I made that mod, and so my idea was that you could run around with a sword and a shield, which I felt is the better way to take on zombies. than a gun. You know, the whole idea of the way to kill zombies in any zombie outbreak is to lop their heads off. That's supposed to be the canonical way to do it. And yeah, it always felt like running around with a gun is pointless, and not just pointless, but if there was a real zombie apocalypse, it would be anyone who's seen Mad Max 2, right? I always remember a scene in Mad Max 2. I don't know if there'd be a lot of coding involved. In 7 Days to Die, there was none. It was all just setting up config files for what I did for this Sword and Shield mod. I haven't really looked yet as to what's involved in Skyrim and Oblivion. I don't think there's going to be huge amounts of coding, but I suspect there will be some for what I want to do, only because the way I want to do it... Ooh, troll right there, and thankfully he doesn't see me. Okay, let's just wait here a moment. Let my magicka come back. Yeah, there will be some... Oh, that's a bloody wisp. Oh, God. Where is it? Damn it, I missed. Almost. Come on. I think I need to get my magicka back. That's what's holding me back. And if I'm going to get my magicka back... I'm going to do that. And really kill the bugger that time. No, the way that I want to implement it in Skyrim... I think I'm going to have to do some coding to force, if it is at all possible, to force the spell, when you select a spell, to automatically go to the right hand. If that is even possible, I think there's going to have to be some coding involved. But it's probably going to be coding using the Skyrim scripting engine mod, not actual any other coding sort of like in the game itself or anything like that. So it'll just be using the scripting engine mod to make it all work. At least that's my thoughts at the moment, without really knowing what's involved. I've started to look into it a little bit, but I haven't really been able to find a lot of information, because unfortunately you type in Skyrim modding and it's not quite what you expect. Like, Skyrim modding is not creating mods. It is setting up hundreds of mods, you know, or how to create. Like, it's any pages that you search for on Skyrim modding are actually pages that are saying, well, here's all of the mods that we recommend that you install together, sort of thing. And I'm over encumbered, and that's not good, because I'm just about to get attacked. Where is he? I just found the amulet. You're supposed to be here. This is an average chest, which I don't want to have to open while you're around. Where are you? Normally the other mage from the Leowyn Guildhouse comes along and says, you weren't supposed to find this. come on. Unlock the chest. For crying out loud, I've got to switch back to my weapon. I've been doing so well at unlocking lately. There we go, finally. And then all of a sudden, this one time... Okay, more dwarven arrows, very nice. Maybe he's going to get me on the way out. Did I search you? I did not. Take all of that. Here he is.
Look, I can't. What, you think I did? I took the other one, and that should have... It's... Once you... Why are... Oh!
I hope that didn't get classed as a murder. He did start it. No, it didn't get classed as a murder. Good. You got anything interesting on you? You probably do, but I'm going to have to come back and get you because I'm carrying too much. So yeah, I really don't know what I don't know about Skyrim modding. Strangely enough, and I'm hoping that this helps a bit, but there's actually a lot easier information that I've found about modding for Oblivion, because on one of the wikis that I've been to, there is actually a whole section on how you start modding for Oblivion. But having said that, it's entirely possible that that will not help when it comes to modding for Skyrim, because there may be just enough differences that it won't get me anywhere. Where was there? Oh, hang on, is that the way I just came from? It was. I need to go this way. Here it is. I never did find that other exit over there.
Who's there?
You are a bandit, therefore you should die. Take my dwarven arrow back, and I'll get the rest later. Fast travel back to Leyawan. And it's 5 o'clock in the morning. Why is that always a thing? Didn't even wake him up. Well, I'll tell you what, he wouldn't go too well if a bear was attacking his bird feeder. No. Don't get... It's 6 o'clock in the morning. Nobody goes to bed at this time.
Found it, have you? Silenced the hands that betrayed and took what was mine? Then let me have the stones so that the voices can be shut out. Ah, child, with the... Though I'm... It will be... Farewell.
Farewell. I could have just waited. Okay. That's the Blackwood Company there. If I can... no. I was going to say, if I can sell everything here that I want to sell, I could do that quest, but I do want to sell... I do want to go and finish raiding that that dungeon, because some of those weapons and stuff are going to be worth a pretty penny or two. Gonna have to wait here for a couple of hours for the store to open. Right.
What do you want? Armor? Weapons? I have it all. How may I... That seems a fair price. Another's. I'm pretty handy.
Okay, I know this is going to take a little bit of time. But we're going to run all the way back home to Anvil. We're going to do what we did yesterday. Basically strip off, carry the bare minimum gear, and go back to that dungeon and load up on everything. Now, I've decided that for right now, I'm going to take the glass bow and that elven gear. So I'm going to put the blizzard bow away, which actually needs to be charged. I'm going to put all of the... No, don't do the dwarven arrows just yet. I really want to keep that, though. Those boots of the Olympian are great. But I just feel like they're degrading too much. So let's put them away. I feel like I should get rid of that Helmet of the Mind, too. Actually, where was it? Let's put 10 of those away. Okay, so let's stash in the front chest up here. Oh, I should have put those dwarven hammers in there, the repair hammers in there. Put all the dwarven arrows in there. I'm just going to take those 30 elven arrows and that. I don't think I need the lockpicks because I've already done all the locks, but I'll keep those two. I'm not going to wear any armor. I do want to sell that potion and that potion. Let's put all of those away. Put all of those away. and all of those. I'm going to chuck all of those in my chest here. I'm going to sell that. Right. I got some keys to put away. That's fine. I can do that. I'm going to store those. I'm going to keep that, and I'm going to keep those. Okay, so let's put the keys away. Hope I don't need that key to get back in there. That's the only problem. Store all of this. There we go. Right, how much am I carrying? Almost nothing. Let's get those arrows set up. Right.
Who will help an old beggar?
7:50 PM. Damn it. I was hoping I could quickly go to the docks and sell, but I can't. So let's go back, because I wanted to sell those potions and things and the scrolls and stuff that I was carrying, just because they're going to be a little bit of extra weight that I didn't want to have to do. Going to get him on the... Well, no, I should get him now. That's a dwarven mace. The light iron shield is actually worth good money. So's that, so's that, so's that. He can keep his linen pants, or whatever they were. So I sort of feel like... See, that's not worth the money. None of these are actually worth anything. So steel armor, I think I'm going to leave. And that's a steel claymore. Not worth it. Steel claymore. I got everything from you already. It's a gold and it doesn't weigh much. So, which way am I going? Let's do this first and make sure I got everything from down here. Pretty sure I did, but we'll double check. Well, that's right, there was those still. The silver longswords actually probably aren't. No, they're not worth the money either, really. If they were worth 280, I'd get them, but maybe I'll leave them behind. They're not worth anything. I've already rated that. There was a bow there, which I threw away. There it is, which I threw away because it's an iron bow. It's not worth anything. Iron longsword, not worth it. Okay, we've done all of that. So now we go this way. Iron claymore, no thank you. Iron armor, no thank you. Steel, iron, no. Iron short swords. Silver bow, silver dagger. Technically, no. Neither of those are worth it. That's all iron armor. Not worth it. What the hell? Oh shit, this is not good. Because I don't have any armor. Or healing supplies. Or anything else. He better be the only one. Marauder Battle Mage. Why are there more in here? I'm a little concerned now that I've come in here without any gear. There's some chain gear. It's better than nothing. I would not have thought this place would be respawned this quickly. damn it, it is. I've only got 30 odd arrows. Oh, I don't know that I wanted that, but I do want that. I'll take that. I'll take that. What was the shield I picked up? Steel shield. Not worth it. How come there's more people back in here? There shouldn't be. It's one down. Where's the other guy? Come on.
Let's get this
Here's the problem. I didn't want to double loot this place. It's going to be hard enough to carry out all the stuff. Like, it's going to be hard enough to carry out all the stuff that I wanted to take. I mean, great, I'm getting more leather. I'm getting more, I'm getting more elven arrows and stuff, but there was all of that orcish gear on bodies that I did, and some other dwarven stuff I didn't get a chance to grab, and now I'm seeing more of it as I come in. I don't have a helmet on at the moment. Thankfully, I can repair what I've got. Let's just repair all of that because it helps my levels. That elven bow, the glass bow, is better than the dwarven bow, isn't it? Yes, very good.
Today you die.
Elven longsword, and I'm over encumbered. God damn it. Is there anything I can drop? How much do I need to get back? £15. Damn it all. That dwarven mace is not worth the money. Actually, neither is that dwarven longsword, to be honest. What else have you got? Dwarven greaves. Okay, so I'm curious now. What happens if I go? This is going to be very interesting. If I leave and come back, is this place going to repopulate? Come on. I want to get up there. How do I get up there? There we go. You got more elven and dwarven arrows. Nothing else that I want. And that steel bow I don't want. Hello. There we go. What time is it? 2:21. Strength and endurance just increased. Not going to complain about that.
Yes. Have a look at my wares.
No, you have a look at mine. Sell you that. Those daggers. The long sword, the elven long sword, a single iron arrow.
A great deal there.
That.
That's a good deal.
Yeah. Yeah, that. And that.
That seems a fair.
I would really love to have sold all of that to him. But if I sell that to him, that means I go back into the dungeon naked, and if it's repopulated even more, I have 0 armor.
Thank you for your business. You too.
Like, if I'm not wearing that armor, and it means I can pick up and carry more stuff, so I can get through, get more stuff out. But if I'm encountering more opponents in there at the same time, I'm essentially dead. Oh, actually, no, I'm going to sell that stuff, because I'm just going to sell these dwarven arrows because they are heavy and I've got a lot of them back at home. But I'm going to sell these because that archer I just killed up on top of that thing, she had leather armor. I'm going to grab that and use that. That will be a better option for me.
Another satisfied customer.
If I remember. And what I mean by that is, I'm going to be right back. Hang on. Oh, I can't quick save while we're paused. There we go. Be right back. Okay, let's go. Back there. sneak right away because I'm not even sure if I've killed everything here yet or not, and if any of these repopulate, they're going to kill me in one hit. There we go. So you had leather boots, leather cuirass, huntsman's pants. That will do. That is at least something. I mean, the huntsman's pants don't provide any armor, but the rest does. So it's just that you look a little weird without the pants, so I will put the pants on. Just double checking there's no one out there. Also just sort of double checking that there are no chests around, because if there was a chest out here, and I could use this guy as a living chest and just stash a whole heap of stuff there and then come back, which is sort of feeling like the right thing to do at the moment. Hey, thanks for that theory, Master. Right now, because I am enjoying this Arcane Archer playthrough that I am doing, I am considering my next playthrough to be an Arcane Archer in Skyrim, because I've found some mods that I can use for that, and well, that, and I may look at trying to make my own mod to make it work even better. But I'm also looking forward to, well, everyone has talked about the full conversion mod Enderall for Skyrim. It turns out that what most of the people who mention that don't mention is that Enderall had a sequel, had a prequel. It was made first. It wasn't done afterwards or anything. But originally they made a full conversion mod for Oblivion called Nayrim, I think it was. And so I'm looking at I want that and that. So I'm looking at potentially doing playing that as well. Now the only problem I've got with those, I should be sneaking, with those mods, those full conversion mods, is the character classes that are available seem a little bit limited to me. You bastard, you're dodging really well. But you're not dodging that. Yeah, the from what I've seen of this Nayrim mod, you actually play the game for quite a while before you select your class, and that in a way seems to be a little bit limiting to me. But also, once you do, you don't actually select a class. Similar to what you do here in Oblivion, you pick a birth sign, and that does have an effect on your character overall. But then you pick a weapon that you want to use, and that basically defines your class based on your weapon. And the problem I have with that is that the weapon that I would want to pick, of course, is the bow, right? And as soon as you pick that, your class becomes the villain And I don't like playing as a villain. I don't want to be a villain. Now, yeah, sure, it's the class that you play that gives you, access to sneak, which is, no different from what I'm doing at the moment, right? So I get that. That's fine. But it's just, I don't know if there's other connotations with it. I didn't bring that key, so I can't go out that way. I don't know if there's other connotations to it, to the fact that I didn't if I choose to do the villain class, is that going to force me to do other things that I don't want to do? So that's got me a little concerned about playing Nehrim, and then even what would happen if I continued on from that and played what was the other one called? Enderal. So that's my concern at the moment with playing those. Apart from that, I don't think I'm going to be able to get through that chest. I've got a funny feeling that chest is locked to the key. Apart from that, I don't have any real plans for what I want to play. I do... Okay, thanks, Theory Master. I do want to see if there are other games like this. So I've seen that the Dragon Age games are very similar to this. I've seen... what else have I seen? I've seen several other things, actually, and it's really just a matter of deciding which of them I want to try and which I don't. For example, when I was looking at the Dragon Age games, if you've seen a few of my other streams and videos and such, you'll know that in the last year or so I've come to a real realization about what I do and don't like in games. And in particular, games that feel like they have to sort of bend or morph into another genre. So what I mean by that, classic example is Pathfinder Kingmaker, where Pathfinder Kingmaker is an RPG, but then you've also got elements of kingdom management in there. And as I've said, I do definitely enjoy playing kingdom management games when I want to play a kingdom management game. But I don't really like it when they combine kingdom management with an RPG type of thing. And also, the other problem, of course, that I have mentioned that I had with Pathfinder Kingmaker is I like a game where you are not forced to do things like Pathfinder Kingmaker. You do the first part of the quest, you leave, and you go to stop the bandits, and you end up getting your barony. That's like chapter 1 of the game, and that's fine. But then you get your kingdom, and suddenly you can't continue on with the main quest line. You have to wait for months at a time before the main quest comes back, and you're expected to just go off and do other quests in the meantime. Well, I prefer games like this, which give you the option of when do you want to do more work on the quest? Do you want to do it now? Do you want to do it later? It's entirely up to you. I can take from games like Skyrim and Oblivion. At any point in any of the quests, I can walk away and do something completely different. And it doesn't care. There's no time for anything. G'day, Crazy Uncle. Thanks for the follow. And so I like that about those games, not being pressured. Like, I don't have too much of a problem where games sort of pressure you to get back into the main quest, that's fine. But it's when games stop you from continuing on the main quest. And it's like, well, what the hell? I want to do more of the main quest. Why can I not do that? Right? And so, as I was saying, the Dragon Age games feel like they're a little bit like that as well. So, for example, the latest of the Dragon Age games, Dragon Age Inquisition, you are one of this group called the Inquisitors from the research that I've done. And you see, it seems to be a little bit like the kingdom management stuff from Pathfinder Kingmaker. You spend a certain amount of your time sort of reviewing the state of a kingdom and sending people out on missions to do things and stuff like that, rather than actually doing those missions yourself. And I'm not sure I would enjoy that, so that's why I've been a little bit reluctant to play that game. So yeah, I'm trying to find games that I know I'm going to enjoy. I know there's more content out for Baldur's Gate at the moment, but I didn't enjoy Baldur's Gate 3 at all. And so I don't think I'll do that. And the reason I didn't enjoy it is because I've just realised I don't really enjoy the games that Larian Studios are making. Having said that, they made... I don't know if you're aware, but there's actually Divinity 2, and then they made Divinity Original Sin and Divinity Original Sin 2, right? There's actually multiple games in that, but Divinity and Divinity 2 were games like this. They were first or third person open world sort of things, and then they changed the formula when they created the Original Sin games. And it's the Original Sin stuff that I don't like that Larian Studios produced. They just seem to have, I don't know, they've got a different mindset to me when they produce those games. Every encounter I've played a bit of Divinity Original Sin 1, because I thought I should play that before I played Divinity Original Sin 2, and then I was going to play Baldur's Gate after that. Well, Baldur's Gate came out when I was in the middle of my Original Sin 1 playthrough, and I got to a certain point in that and realised I'm not enjoying this. Every single encounter is like the developers have just said, screw you, we're going to make every single encounter not almost impossible, but just really hard and really grindy, and really, every battle you're going to be, it's never going to be in your favour. You're always going to be outnumbered, outclassed, and everything like that. And Baldur's Gate 3 was very much that. Would I enjoy Fallout New Vegas? Look, I probably would, but I don't know. See, here's the thing. I enjoyed my time in 7 Days to Die, right? But, and I'll explain why I brought that up, okay? So I enjoyed my time in 7 Days to Die, but one of the things that I'm really over is like zombies. Like, the whole zombie thing has been done to death, right? For years, for 20 years, it's been done to death. I've enjoyed some of it. I'm not a big sort of horror movie fan, but, I enjoyed, for example, Shaun of the Dead, because that was lighthearted and fun and all that sort of stuff. But I feel like there's been no attempt made to sort of look at everything and say, well, okay, yes, we recognise that, zombies have been done. Everybody's done zombies. Maybe we should give it a rest for a while. Maybe we should come up with something new. Because it just feels like everything is zombies, right? I finally saw in and maybe it's just because of the lockdown worldwide and the fact that there's been a lot less television produced and stuff like that. And I don't watch television. I haven't watched it for years, right? But you see the ads and everything coming on. And it just feels like some of the zombie stuff has just sort of started to go away a little bit in the last year or so. And maybe that's a good thing. But, you know, it's just... the whole zombie trope has been done to death for me, right? And along with that is, you know, because zombies are normally done in a zombie apocalypse. So I'm not really into the post-apocalyptic sort of setting for everything, which is why I haven't gone down the Fallout route. Like, I would prefer there to be an open world sci-fi thing, as long as it wasn't post-apocalyptic type of thing. So you can sort of look at what is it, Borderlands I'm thinking of? I can't think which ones it is, but yeah, I just feel post-apocalypse and zombies have been done. Like, I'm over them, and I don't. I prefer. It's sort of like why I haven't. Yeah, I know that a lot of the Fallout stuff is really good games. Like, I look at that and I see videos on them. I've seen so many videos about, like, there's Fudge Muppet, is it? I think it's Fudge Muppet. I've seen a couple of different guys who have done all of these videos on ways that they've played through the various Fallout games. Right? And I look at those games, and I've seen other people just generally playing various versions of the Fallout games, and they do look enjoyable, but I'm just over the post-apocalyptic stuff. I want something that's not so much doom and gloom, is basically what it is, you know? Like, it's sort of why I haven't played... well, part of the reason why I haven't played Conan Exiles, right? I loved Ark, and you know, you would have thought that if I loved Ark, Conan Exiles would be right up my alley. But it's just Conan Exiles has that really post-apocalyptic feel to it as well. They could have set that Conan Exiles in like an Oblivion or Skyrim type of setting, but they had to put it in this mostly arid dungeon sort of, you know, arid desert, and really, yeah, really desolate, and it's got this sort of post-apocalyptic feel to it as well. And so I just, g'day Sivo, I really want to play something that is not quite so doom and gloomy. That's also why I'm not really interested. Well, that and the fact that the games tend to be really hard. What is it? I can't think of it. There's an iconic sort of hack and slash game that you play where you go through. I can't think of the name of it, but it's really hard and it's really doomy and gloomy and yeah, I'm not looking for that, you know. And in a way, you can look at Oblivion and say, well, there's a bit of doom and gloom there. Well, yeah, there is, but it's not quite at the level. Like if Oblivion was the game starts and then, you know, you spend your entire time, the entire world is like sucked into Oblivion. And it's, you know, those Oblivion skies over the entire of Cyrodiil, and you've got to, you know, do all this stuff to rescue it and get it out. Yeah, I would not play it. It would not be me. I played, there was a computer version of Ravenloft that came out about nearly 30 years ago. I bought that and played it, and I would never touch it again. It is just way too gloomy. I don't know about God of War. I haven't really seen a lot of that. Yeah, Dark Souls. Thank you, Franklin. Dark Souls is what I was thinking of the game that it's really hard, and I'm not into games where you've got to have, like, split-second timing to get through every battle and know the exact way to kill the guys. That's not me, but it's really dark and gloomy, Dark Souls. It's not for me, you know? Like, I just don't enjoy that sort of thing, and I don't want to put myself through that type of experience. So yeah, I want games that are a little bit more, you know, not focused on zombies, not focused on some post-apocalyptic setting. There can be, you know, little bits and pieces of horror and doom and gloom and that sort of stuff in it, but I don't want that to be the entire thing. You know, I want to have a bit of fun. Are you going to have any... When is someone going to have some elven gear that I can buy an elven helmet somewhere? Yes, I'm not sure what I'm going to play next. I have been interested in a number of things over the years. See, there was a game that I played a few years ago, and I think I've still got it in my library. I could play it again. What was it called? Damn it, I'm going to have to look on my phone in my library and see what it is. And it's a sci-fi, like, it's sort of open-worldy, but it's got this massive big adventure that you have to play through. If you want to follow the storyline, you can do some building, all this sort of stuff. I think it was called Planet Explorers or something. It never really got finished, I don't think. But I thought it was a really enjoyable game. And I would love something like that. It was basically like almost a sci-fi type of Skyrim or Oblivion type of thing, or even... No, not quite like Ark Survival Evolved, but sort of in some ways. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it was called Planet Explorers. I just... I don't know if I'm going to see it. Yeah, Planet Explorers. Yep, there it is. That's in my list. Yep. That was definitely it. I don't have it installed on my computer anymore, but I very much enjoyed that. Even the Shadowrun games. Like, I enjoyed the first Shadowrun Returns, but I didn't play any of the others because... even though it's not really post-apocalyptic, there's a little bit of that feel to it. You know what I'm saying? It's like... It's the future. And Cyberpunk is a little bit like that as well. It's a future, but I prefer something that's a little bit more Star Trek-y and a little bit less of the... you know, the cyberpunk sort of world, you know, the Shadowrun in particular, you know, the world's half destroyed type of thing, and Fable Anniversary. Now, I don't know if I've seen that one. Yeah, oh, look, I'm sure Dark Souls, you know... What I've seen of it with other people playing it, it does certainly look interesting, but I just don't think it's for me. And it is, I feel like it's very, like from what I've seen of it, the game is very hard, and I'm not into ultra hard games. I'm a casual gamer. I just want to have fun, right? So like, the biggest thing when I first started playing Skyrim, everyone came in and said, "What's your difficulty level? What's your difficulty level?" Because they're all expected. You're expected, if you're not playing on Legendary, you're not playing, type of thing. But once I actually found out what the difficulty level of Legendary actually meant, I looked at it and went, why would you do that? Why would you... Why would you put yourself through that? Because Legendary difficulty is just your weapons do 1/3 of their damage per normal, and your opponents do 3 times damage normal. And it's like, why would you put yourself through that? The game is designed to be, you know, enough of a challenge at 1-to-1, where your weapons do normal damage and the opponents do normal damage. Why would you deliberately, you know, why would you deliberately say, well, I'm gonna I'm going to nerf everything that I've got.
Price.
I don't get that. It just doesn't. It's just not me, basically. Anyway, I feel like I'm rambling now. So,
Goodbye.
I need to find... I've never been a console gamer, so I really don't know about games on various console platforms, unfortunately. I mean, Chrono Trigger, though, wasn't that the one that was in the arcades with the gun that you shoot at the screens? I mean, I've played that. But that was 20 years ago in an arcade, probably. Or maybe more than that.
You in some of my wares?
Boop, 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 boop. Oh, excuse me. Okay, we've got lots of arrows on us at the moment. I don't have any helmet. I've sold my leather armor already, which is good. I need to pick up the rest of my potions. Oh, okay. I must have been thinking of Chronos Trigger or something, I think, or Time Trigger, or I don't know. Anyway, no, I haven't played Chrono Trigger. As I said, no real console stuff. Back to the house, grab our potions, and let's try and finish. I've now probably made it too late to... Okay, Witcher games. Yes. I bought Witcher 3 recently, and I love the idea of it. I love the look of it. I have seen other people play it. It definitely looked enjoyable. The problem I have with it is the combat, I think, is just a little fast-paced and frantic for me. I seem to have problems sort of navigating through the combat and, you know, locking onto targets and actually playing that. I don't feel I go very well at it. I haven't streamed any of my experiments with it yet, but I haven't played it for more than 4 or 5 hours, I don't think. So I really haven't gotten that much into it. I did think for a little bit there, that maybe I needed to buy a gamepad, you know, such as that, to play it. And that just made it worse, because I haven't played with one of those very much, ever. So, yeah. I do want to give it a bit of a try, like Witcher 3, but I just don't know how much I will enjoy it, because I feel like the combat will just frustrate me endlessly. And yeah, whereas something like Oblivion and Skyrim are a little bit more my pace and my style. So yeah, I think it's probably going to be safer to wait till morning before I come into here. So we're going to do this mission. Let's make sure we've got this mission selected. There we go. And we're right in the right spot. We've got all our gear, but we don't have a helmet yet. I'm going to have to try and get one somewhere. Let's quick save. Let's wait for 9 hours. I would really, I am waiting for more content for Solasta, Crown of the Magister, because I believe that is the best RPG game that has come out in the last year. And I'm waiting for there to be more content for it. So I will be attempting to enjoy that when it comes out as well.
Hello.
Have you seen Darji?
Commander Ja Fasir, your servant. I am second in command of the Blackwood Company. The company provides expert jihad for selected customers. Very discreet. Beg pardon. It is a word from the Ta'agra, meaning warrior for hire. In Ta'agra, the word is vaguely disreputable. Such a fighter fights for gold, rather than for clan or main. Of course, the Blackwood Company is mercenary in the Western sense. A reliable professional contractor for military services. You want to join us? Another guild rat leaving the ship. Very well. Speak with Jitum Z. He handles recruitment here.
Hi.
Did you hear how upset Thrava is about all the dogs that Jabari has in his yard?
Trava says the sound of Jabari's dogs drives her to distraction. I can't say I blame her. Good news from Kavat's Fortune.
Steel Fang, hey? I can't talk to you. I can't pet you. Can't go down there.
Lieutenant Rana, Blackwood Company.
Okay. So, interesting that... Let's just see what he says.
I am Gil, Sergeant of Sharpshooters, Blackwood Company. Good day.
So yeah, they definitely have mages as part of their
What
group.
is it you want? Come for a job? You wish to join the Blackwood Company, do you? I think I've heard of you, though. Fighters Guild, aren't you? Done many jobs for them recently. Yes. What makes you want to join us? No jobs? There is much work to be done here in Cyrodiil. The Blackwood Company is more than willing to do it. You don't look strong enough to me, though. A bit inexperienced, perhaps. Still, maybe we will find work for you. You may join, for now. Since you seem eager to get started, follow me to the training area. We've got the mission you might want a piece of.
What is it, a parade ground? Everyone's marching in squares. I don't know, this feels like an ambush.
The four of you have a mission. The settlement of Water's Edge has contracted us to take care of some goblins in the area. Apparently, they've been giving the locals some trouble. Shouldn't be a problem for you four, though. The three of you should be prepared by now. But as you see, we have a new recruit with us as well. I'll need a word with you, recruit. You'll need to be careful on this mission. Sometimes new recruits have complications. They are not used to our methods. Take this. It will increase your skills in battle. We use it often. It is a good thing. This? Why, it is a gift from the swamps of Argonia. Sap of the Hist. A present from my homeland. The Hist are generous to us. So generous. Don't be stupid. We have returned with the Hist itself. One beautiful Hist who gives her gifts to all the company. The clever mages made it possible. Magic and iron. But this is not the time to talk. You drink your gift and go with your new brothers.
Okay, so do I have to drink the Hist sap? Looks like I do. What does that do? It just does Hist sap on self. I don't like the sound of that. So, what happens if I try and leave without drinking it, I wonder? Ooh, chainmail helmet, thank you. I mean, I'd prefer an elven one, but if I can't have that, chainmail one will do nicely. There we go. So, let's save. What happened? I can't leave without drinking the sap. Not being overcome by goblins. The goblins are... I bet you these aren't actually goblins. I bet these are people and I'm hallucinating.
You finished the cleanup, new blood. Look at the houses. Get moving so we can go home.
Well, there's no murders, which is a good thing. Did I just trespass by coming in here? Yes, I did. I don't suppose I've got an option. I think I have to do this, don't I? I'm going to come back out.
There are more around. Look in the houses.
We've got... There are still goblins around. Can't you smell them? They're still here. Check the houses. I can still smell the things. Look in the houses.
I don't like this. Forcing me to trespass. And I'm pretty sure that's going to be listed as murder. No. It is trespass, though.
Still goblins are...
How'd it go? How'd it go? Good. You're finally awake. I was beginning to get a bit concerned about you. That's what I was getting ready to ask you. You were found unconscious on the streets in Leowen. Some of your guild brothers found you and brought you to me. Good to see some of them think like we do. Now, what happened out there? They're using hist zap? And they claim to have brought a tree into Cyrodiil? Amazing! I can't imagine what the sap might do to non-Argonians. I'm not surprised you were found the way you were. I imagine those men have built up a tolerance to the stuff. I'm concerned about Water's Edge. I want you to go back there. Make sure the company hasn't ousted the residents. Lay low. Amazing! I'm worried about those people. The Blackwood Company can't...
Yeah.
I'll wait here.
Yeah. So, I know where this is going. We're going to go back there. We're going to find that we just killed everybody in the town. Though it will have been blamed on goblins. That's probably the only thing I don't like about Elder Scrolls games, right? Is, yeah, see, these weren't goblins, these were sheep. And then they were people.
My poor Vienna. Poor, sweet Vienna. What monsters would do this? How can this have happened? I wish I knew. They're all dead, all of them. Even my poor, sweet Vienna. You're the one who helped her, aren't you? You helped her pay my debt. I heard about you. She never hurt anyone. Who could have done this? What monster would do this? It wasn't the goblin. It had to have been bandits. But why? We have nothing. Please go. I must bury our dead.
Yeah. So I just don't understand why they have to put these sorts of missions into the game where you're deliberately forced to do, you know, questionable things. Sure, there are a lot of games out there and a lot of people that like playing games that allow you to be evil or whatever. I don't get it. I don't have a desire to go run around and just randomly killing people and things and stuff. You know, that's just not me. So anyway, even though I was drugged, I don't like that the mission put me in that situation. And Bethesda seems to do that a lot in the Elder Scrolls missions. I don't know so much in Fallout. I mean, maybe there is a bit of that in Fallout too. I don't really know. I've never looked at a lot of the missions.
What did you find at Water's Edge?
It's why I don't really like playing a lot of the Daedra missions in either of these games, because a lot of the Daedra, in those Daedra missions, the Daedric princes, they always want you to do something and there's a catch. You know, they want you to go and retrieve something and then you get it and they say, okay, now you've got to use that to kill this person or whatever. And it's just like, but why? They haven't done anything. They're not evil. They're just a person. You're the evil one. You want me to do this. So that's why I don't do a lot of those quests.
No. The entire town. I realize you must be disgusted with yourself. I'm sorry for that. It was the hist sap, though, not you. We now know the threat this group poses. Perhaps better than they themselves know it. We must take decisive action now. It is clear to me what must be done. The Hist tree must be destroyed. This tree is the source of our problems. It is an abomination of nature, and it must be destroyed. As long as the Blackwood Company has access to the sap, we are all in danger. I fear they no longer know what they do. You must find a way to destroy the Hist, though I can imagine Reza Kar will have it well guarded. Expect an unfriendly welcome at their hall. He's a warrior, a battle-hardened mercenary who's spent time all over Tamriel. He'll keep his prized tree locked away. You'll need to find his key.
So, you know, just a simple mission then. Nothing too hard. Just, you know, yeah. This is insane. Like, this is just going to be fight your way through a mercenary company headquarters to kill the head guy, grab his key, find the history, and destroy it. Sure. That shouldn't be too hard.
Go ahead. Have a look around.
I know nothing has changed since I was here last, but I was really hoping, and you don't even have any armor, I was really hoping you would have.
You too. I'm Itar. He said.
And you don't have.
Knowledge is power. If it's broken, I can fix.
I can repair that myself.
Take care.
All I want is an Elven Helm. Is that too much to ask? I haven't even seen one in the game yet, to be honest. It's a little weird. I've seen everything but an Elven Helm.
Yes.
Damn it. I was trying to play Jump the Argonian and it didn't work. No. It's this building here, isn't it? Yes. Okay. Full save. Okay. This is a little bit cheaty, but I want to see what happens when I walk through the door.
You are no longer one of us. Fighters Guild spy. Traitor. Your life is forfeit.
Okay. Okay, I am low on health and sorcery at the moment. Yeah, this is going to be a fun fight. So, first things first. Actually, what am I doing? First things first. Let's go home. Let's pick up my better armor. And maybe the better bow, with the glass bow as backup. See if we can charge that other bow up. I don't think it's fully charged, but I think I'll have some gems to do it. So there's not going to be anything I want in there. I don't want to take a huge number of repair hammers, but some will be good. We'll take that and that and that. We'll take the blizzard bow, which needs to be recharged. I don't feel like I need any more potions. Actually, no, let's just go overboard on potions. Let's just take everything, because that's some more strong healing, strong sorcery, even the weak healing and the weak sorcery. So, what soul gems do I have? Okay, that's got a common soul on it. That's got a common soul. Do I have anything with smaller souls? No, I don't. I could use that to charge up my... Hell, let's just do that. Let's just take one of those instead. Let's put all of the... Actually, we'll keep those soul gems on me to recharge on the way, when I'm there if I need them. Okay, so... Switch to the blizzard bow and then use that to recharge it. Let's switch to that and that and that. Let's put those other things away. 95 dwarven arrows, 34 of those. Keep the glass bow as a backup. Let's put that away, and that away. Got all of our potions. Don't need to worry about any of that. That's all good. That's good. Okay. Right. I don't recall ever hearing a bird in here. Very weird. Okay. Back we go. Yeah, I'm going to have to keep my magicka up because that's... Once those guys get in my face, all I've got is magicka to stop them. The bow isn't as effective. But thankfully, that new shock spell that I've got is doing a decent amount of damage.
Hello. Morning, sir.
Glad to see that I haven't got any bounties after all of this. Okay. Another full save. Just do a quick one as well, just because. There we go. Bow out. Sneaking is not going to help all that much, so let's just do this.
You are no longer one of us.
Out of magicka. Let's do the quick fix for that. Okay, so now I just got to worry about the archer. Where is he? Right there. Oops, that's not what I meant. That. Okay, I need to heal. Let's do that. And let's get a strong heal. That's good enough for the moment. Is that everything? Wow, I can rest. There's no difference between quick save and full save. Archer's Gauntlets. Yes, please. I'm not going to grab the rest of that for the moment. Let's switch on those Archer's Gauntlets. There we go. Long Sword of Depletion. I'll take it because it's named. Another Grasp. Excuse me, Grasp. Arrow of Cold. Arrow of Frost. Scorching. Withering. And I'll take some more Elven, and I'm going to leave the Dwarven stuff for the moment. Actually, I should switch Fortify Speed on those boots. I don't want that. My other boots are better. Oh, I am using the Elven arrows. Good. Let's switch to them for the moment. Arrows of Cold. They do even more damage. I'll take that bow, but I'm not going to take too much stuff off these guys because I'm concerned about carry weight. Okay, so Claymore of Brittleness. Wow. Which reminds me, I can't really repair a lot of my stuff, but let's just see if any of my stuff... No, I can repair that. I can repair those, which I'm not wearing, in the greaves, and that's all I can do for the moment. How far am I away? I'm jumping all over the place here, but how far am I away from... I'm 10 levels away from repairing my gear. Okay. Cannot go down there. Cannot go down there. Looks like up is my only option. We are going to start sneaking from here because if I can get the drop on anybody, that will be a good thing. Anyone or anything over here. I haven't really been looking in drawers or anything like that. But I feel like I should, just in case something relevant that I'm looking for is going to be in them. It's a Nern root. Just making sure it wasn't hissed. Okay, there is 2 levels of stairs. Door open with Jeetsum's rune key. How did he not die from that last... that magic bolt? The lightning bolt that I hit him with. Okay, more Nern root. Hourglass. What have you got? A glass longsword. I really can't carry much more than that. Blackwood boots. That's all heavy armor. Blackwood greaves. Another room key. Patched vest. Rough leather shoes. That's odd to see that sort of stuff in here. Gold. Repair hammer, not that I need it. Is there anything else I can repair? No. Actually, what was the status of all that stuff? Oh god, that blizzard bow is almost gone. I'm going to switch from that, because that can't be doing much damage now. Yeah, that's dropped way down. Thankfully, I've got the glass bow. In fact, I've got 2 of them. And using them with these cold and frost and fire arrows will be a good thing, I think. And no one's going to attack us on the way out of there. And there's nobody up here. Damn it. Mage's Mace. I'm not going to be able to carry this. I'm going to be over encumbered. But what does it do? It's worth a lot. Oh my... Look at all that. It's got no charges left, but... Wow! Let's drop the longsword in, the glass longsword instead. I really hope I can come back here and loot this after I'm done. And he's got a longsword of flames as well. There's the basement key. No, I want to go there. What have we got here? Nothing. It's a hard chest. Not even going to bother with it. I mean, it might have something good in it. Actually, you know what? There's one thing that I have... Maybe missed is not the right word. But... You don't ever see trapped chests in this. And I only just realised now that I've never seen a trapped chest at all. And it seems really weird. What has happened? Why could I suddenly... Oh, I ran out of arrows, I think. Yes, I did. Let's take an arrow of scorching. There we go. Ooh, my health is incredibly low. Let's just chug that and that. Oh, maybe I should have done strong healing. There we go. More glass weapons. I don't think I can carry... I couldn't carry all of them, that's for sure. Let's drop the glass. Technically, the glass dagger is worth more for its weight than the glass short sword is. So we'll drop that for the moment. Potion of disbelief, not interested. Potion of warmth. Oh, hang on. Ring of frost shield. I might get that later. How are we going to destroy this machinery? There is a boiler. I might be able to attack that. Oh. There we go. Throw the old wooden shoe into the machinery. Empty hist bottles. Surprised these barrels just aren't full of hist bottles. Small backpack. Doesn't weigh anything, so I can take it. More empty hist bottles. Sap storage tanks. So, can I not... What do I have to use to break this? Because I don't have anything to break it with. I'm on fire. That's not helping much. Can't even drag that. Oh. There we go.
You've ruined everything. Why? Why? I had a job. I had a home. You've taken it all. I'll kill you for this. Why? Won't you? Ah!
And that's all you're worth, the 19 gold that I took off your corpse. I sure hope I can come back here and loot this place blind. I really do, because there's some good loot in there. Just trying to get my bearings. Where do I need to go? That is the hall there, so I've got to go this way.
What can I do for you?
Just checking I didn't have any issues.
Have pity on an old war. How are you?
The dividing line. Because have a look around. You won't find better prices in all Tamriel.
I'll sell one of these glass bows, and that.
A good price for a. You've got a great deal there. A pleasure. Farewell.
Let's see what happens if I basically do the same thing that I did before. So we go home, drop everything off with just glass bow, a few arrows, No real gear at all. And loot that place blind. And if I have to, I'll bring it all back here and store it here to sell later. Did I have any just like normal clothes here? Doesn't look like it. Is there anything I want to store in here? No, I'll put those in the other one. I'll put all those in the other one. Yeah, store those and those in here. Okay. Actually, there might be some just normal clothes upstairs. Let's just check that out first, because this place does come fairly well stocked with stuff. Look, what's that? Blue outfit, vest, burgundy leggings. I just don't want to be running around naked. Burgundy leggings and the blue outfit vest. And even if I could find some other shoes somewhere, that would be good. Shovel. No, no. Nothing there. Open that. There's not going to be shoes there. It doesn't look... Oh, there's gold trimmed shoes. Very good. Okay, so these don't weigh very much either, which is the other good thing. So, I don't want any of these. We will keep the lock... No, we won't keep the lockpicks. Blizzard Bow has to be repaired and recharged. We'll get rid of that. Keep the Elven Arrows. Oh, I might as well keep the lockpicks. They're not that much. Let me just grab that one as well. And that one. Okay. So, I'm going to put that away, that away, that away, that. I'm going to keep those. That can go away for the moment. I'm not going to keep any potions on me. No, I can't put any of that away. Let's not worry about keys for the moment, just in case I put away a key that I am actually going to need. And all the repair hammers can go away. So let's just put the boots or the shoes on. Oh, okay. I don't need the burgundy linens. Let's get rid of those, because they weigh a pound as well. Let's just make sure the Elven Arrows are selected. It's mostly the bow and arrows that are the weight that we're carrying at the moment. So let's see what happens when we go back there. Might be easier just to snip through here, because that's it just there. Yeah. So what do you got? Claymore of Brittleness. And that armor. Oh, that's an easy lock, so what do we want? It's got nothing we want. It's a nuisance. Okay, can't get it in the training hall. Who cares? There wasn't anything there I wanted anyway. Silver dagger. You had, oops, you had mithril. Let's put those, what did I just grab? Light linens. Don't want them. Blackwood shield is worth it. That's worth it. The rest is not. Dwarven arrows. Frankly, steel and iron arrows sell as well. Chain, fleetfoot, mithril. Take all of... And I'm over encumbered already. Damn it. Not by much, though. If I put that silver dagger away... What's the time? 2 PM. Cool, I can sell all of this. Which one is it? I think it's that one? No, it's this one.
Dividing line.
Actually, did I leave? I didn't leave any of the repair hammers on me, did I?
What do you want?
Can I buy a single repair hammer from you?
Come back.
Because I just want to repair all of this stuff before I sell it. I'm not selling the glass bow though, but...
Have a look at my wares.
No.
I'm sure there's something to suit.
You have a look at mine. I'm going to sell you those. I'm going to sell you those. Those. No, I don't want those. I mean, it is fairly good gear, but...
Tell your friend.
Beautiful. Next load. Silver dagger, which actually probably isn't worth it. Let's do this room first, I think, before I go upstairs, because there wasn't actually a huge amount of stuff to get in here. If I remember rightly, most of this was really only what these two guys were carrying, and I got some of the stuff off them already. Like we don't, there was nothing in any of these. I don't want any of the potions. I don't want any of that. Fundamentals of alchemy. I mean, I could make a little bit of money selling those, but don't really care. So now, let's go upstairs. Poor doggy's got no one to look after him now. So there wasn't anything in here, was there? I mean, I could try and break into that and steal that, but it's a hard lock. I don't like my chances of getting through it. We've got this guy's room here. I didn't get much stuff off of him. I think I did take his weapon though previously, didn't I? There was nothing else in here that we wanted that we didn't already have. There's nothing there. Nothing there. Okay, back out. How much more can I carry? Oh yeah. You watch. There'll be like one thing left on this guy and I'll have to make the decision whether to take it or not. that was a hard chest. I don't know that I want to bother with that. There was nothing else here that I wanted. I didn't check that previously, but... So what have you got? Longsword of Flames. And yeah, I have to come back for his gear. His armor. Well, that's alright. That won't take very long. Look, let's just do that because we can.
It's my place.
Oh, hang on. Ooh, ran out of hammers. Let's buy another hammer.
Have a look around. You won't find. I am.
Wow, that Blackwood armor is really hard to repair.
Some of my fine wear.
Let's get 2 hammers.
Tell your friends.
Not because I expect this to break, repairing this last piece, but I've then got another lot of armor from the next guy that I'm going to want to repair before I sell. Glass longsword, short sword, longsword of flames, silver dagger, which wasn't worth the money. I shouldn't have picked it up. Actually, that Blackwood, most of this Blackwood gear isn't really worth the money. Okay.
Thank you. Come again. Goodbye.
Okay, let's get the last of it. I like the towns in general in Oblivion over Skyrim. I actually saw someone who did a YouTube video where they said that there were 5 things that... 5, like, petty little things that Oblivion did better than Skyrim, or that Skyrim screwed up, basically. And the size of the cities, and just the variety in the cities, was the main one. The cities, the towns in Skyrim just all seem so small. And when I first saw them, I thought, this looks great. But then after a while, I began to realize that no, the towns are pretty pathetic, really. All I had to repair there was the boots. The rest was in pristine condition. But yeah, I think that the houses, the towns, everything of that sort of stuff in Oblivion, I mean, graphically they don't necessarily look better, but everything feels more like a real town. Like the classic example that this guy pointed out. If you were to go to this town here, right, sure, you have the Fighters Guild, the Mages Guild, and the Blackwood Company. Multiple people live in each one of those buildings. But every other... And you've got the town guards that will live in the guardhouses, right? But everybody else, this person here,
How goes it?
good. She will have a house that she lives in somewhere. But when you go into Skyrim, there are people who do not have houses. And I'm not talking the beggars either. Right? Nareem in Whiterun, the Redguard guy who's always asking people whether they get up to the upper levels of the city. He sleeps, he lives in the Drunken Huntsman. There is no house for him to live in Skyrim. So he has to live in the back room of the Drunken Huntsman. And you will find...
Well met.
every inn or tavern in Skyrim, they will have multiple rooms for guests. But there'll only ever be one room that you can sleep in, because the others are being slept in by people who do not have homes. Right? I think it's absolutely ridiculous. Like, they could have just made the cities a little bit bigger, put bigger houses, put more houses in them, cram them a little bit closer together, because, quite frankly, that was a common thing that happened, right? As villages grew into towns, you would end up, like in a village, you'd end up with a bit of a gap between the houses, right? Once that village sort of expanded and became a town, the houses would end up becoming closer together, because either A, they would put another house in the gap between the two existing houses, or B, those houses got added to and made a little bit bigger, or C, they then just started plopping houses as close together next to the previous houses that were there, until you end up with, what you see in real medieval towns and stuff like that, which is pretty, even by today's standards, really densely packed housing. And you don't see it in Skyrim. Even this, the houses aren't that close together, like there could be another whole house right here if these people didn't want to have any sort of yard. And you know what? In a lot of medieval cities, that would have been the case. They would not have had yards. They wouldn't have wanted yards. So anyway, okay, we've done all of that. I'm going to waste a last little bit of time. Yeah, Oblivion has... Okay. Atreus, that is an interesting comment. I don't know if I entirely agree with it. But I mean, if it was made by the developers, then fine. That is the thing. Skyrim, I can understand the idea of saying that they wanted to show the decline of the Empire, but I think the decline of the Empire is shown more, even here, right, by the fact that, and I've pointed this out more than once, okay, outside the towns, like you've got this Fort Blue Blood right here, right? And outside of any town, you can find in Oblivion, outside of any town, you can find a little ruined keep, right? And they're usually taken over by goblins or bandits or whatever. Wouldn't happen in the real world. Well, not quite. Like, the thing is, if you go around the European countryside, including, England, Ireland, Scotland, Wales, and, various parts of Europe, sure, there are ruined castles and stuff like that, but they're not that common because, A, if you were the knight, the lord, whatever, the noble that sacked that castle, you were liable to want to repair it and use it as another castle after you took it over. If you didn't, some other noble would come along and take it, because even if you've knocked down significant amounts of walls and you've burnt any of the wooden structures or whatever, it takes a ridiculously long amount of time to build a castle like that. Barring a world of magic, any sort of castle. There is literally a group of people in France right now building or attempting to build their own medieval keep. Not even a full castle. They're just going for like one little tower thing, not even quite that big, like one round little, what they call a keep, a small round keep with, I think, 3 floors in it, and some outbuilding, a little bit of a wall around that extends out and encompasses a bit of a courtyard and some buildings in that courtyard. And they are trying to do it as a thing of, what do they call experimental archaeology, right? Where they look at how it was actually done in the day and see if they can reproduce the methods, the tools, everything. It is a ridiculous amount of work. And the people are attempting to live their lives exactly like what the people were like, what it was like for those people back in the day, right? And it is taking them, I think they started 10 or 15 years ago, and they're still going. It takes a ridiculous amount of time just to build. Even this house that I'm in right here is made entirely of stone. The amount of work required to build even this house in medieval society is ridiculous. When you think that these are all hand-cut stones, so there is someone in a quarry chopping out blocks of stone, and then they all have to be carted here, and then they have to be put in place, and someone has to make the mortar and mortar them all. These, I'm assuming these are not like brick. These look more like cut stone, right? And even just to make a house like that would take several years worth of effort. Sure, the more people you can throw at it, the sooner you can get it done. And that is what was... Why am I still wearing the blue stuff? That is what would have been done, if you are a lord, if you are a noble, and you are building a castle or whatever, you're going to throw as many people as you can afford to. But then there is an issue with that. How many people can you actually afford to take out of the fields and take away from the jobs that you need them to be doing to keep your barony or whatever you've got going? You've got all these lands with all these people on them. To keep that going requires a certain amount of people to do their normal daily jobs. You've then got to find other people, and you've got to afford to be able to pay them and all the materials so that they can build you something. A wall around a city like that, we look at it in games like this and we just think, yeah, nothing, no big deal. And in a game like this, in a fantasy game, sure, it is no big deal, because you can make the assumption that magic could be used in this process, right? But in reality, a wall like that around even just a fairly smallish sort of... Because even though I just said that these towns look great compared to Skyrim, they're not huge by any standards. They are not anywhere near... this is almost a village in size compared to what a real medieval town is. Building a wall around even something that is this size in reality is a generational job. It is something that, the father starts and the son or grandson finishes from the point of view of the nobles that rule this town. It was never small amounts of work. Massive amounts of labour, indeed. But, as I said, in a world where you have magic, you can throw out a lot of those ideas, because you can assume that there are ways using magic that you can get it done a lot quicker. I don't even remember why we got into that now. We need to go and see...
Aldmer have powerful wizards.
What's his name?
Greetings to you.
I thought he was going to come and arrest me or something there. He had a very purposeful stride. Okay, let's see what the end of this mission's all about. I'm assuming this is going to be the end, but who knows?
Well, have you done it? Have you just...
Yep.
Well done. With that tree gone, the Blackwood Company is just another band of mercenaries. Cyrodiil is a safer place for what you've done. I want you to take this. May it serve you well. Now, you should tell Velena Daunton what has happened. Perhaps she will understand what it is we have done. I believe our work is now finished. You are a fine soldier, my friend. You've made me proud.
What did he give me? Oh, it is the Helm of Orion Bearclaw. Tell me about
It
it.
belonged to an ancestor, Orain Bearclaw, but was lost for centuries. It was found only when Malakath wrongly believed my family line ended. It was returned to me by a stranger from my homeland, Morrowind. Wear it proudly. Perhaps you can help restore the glory of my family's name.
Well, that's touching. What is it? Let's have a look. Heavy armor, fortify agility, fortify endurance. Well, if it wasn't heavy armor, and if it did fortify intelligence, fortify willpower, and fortify luck, I would wear it. I will keep it. I will not sell it. But yes. So, back to the guild house. Just over here, isn't it? Yes.
Citizen.
I sort of feel like there's a fight coming here as well, but I don't know. So... I don't really want to have my bow out. But I almost feel like I have to.
How are you?
I
hope.
Oh, you can't repair anything.
Good day.
I was really hoping...
How goes it? What is it you want? You were told to stay out of my sight. I'll assume you're here to tender a resignation. You've done what? I had no idea it had gotten so bad. How is it you accomplished all of this? With Orion, he was dismissed. I should expel you now. But no, it isn't Orion who is to blame. I fear it is I. I love the Fighters Guild and all its members, perhaps to a fault. I fear my concern for them has made me blind to what's been happening around me. If it were not for you and Orion, I dare not think it. Now we must speak about what you've done and how it will affect any further advancement.
Advancement?
Because of your actions, I am hereby stripping you of your rank of champion. You were reckless, foolhardy, and dangerous to yourself and the guild. They were also brave and necessary. Because of this, I am hereby naming you Master of the Fighters Guild, effective immediately. The guild has passed me by. You are its future. Take your responsibilities seriously. I wish you luck. You still have many duties to perform. Your first duty should be to name your second in command. I can think of no one better for this job than Modrin Orion. Should he accept the position, you would be well served. Rely on his wisdom and experience more than I did, my friend. Good luck. Goodbye. A pleasure to... You too.
I believe you're sitting in my chair at my desk. Like, I don't entirely know, but haven't you effectively now just resigned and I'm replacing you?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, Master. You need. Good day. Be seen.
Right, let's go and see Orion and give him the good news. Even though technically I haven't been given a choice in this. Who's painting? Modron's? I didn't notice he was painting anything.
Word about the other provinces.
Trying to remember where Modron's house is, just down here.
Did you speak with Valena? How did she react? Tell her right away.
Where does he keep his crayons?
So, what happened? Did you speak with Valena? Ha! Made you guildmaster? Amazing! You earned it, though you'll likely muck it all up. So, what are you going to do with your newfound rank? Me? Ha! I was just getting used to being retired. You can see how good my painting is getting. I'm an old man. I've done my time. Then again, someone has to keep you in line. Make sure you don't bring the guild down around our ears. I'll do it, Guildmaster. Just come to me when you want to assign duties to the guild. I'll make sure they get done. Well, you're in charge. You won't be doing the contracts, but the master is always paid a percentage of the guild's monthly take. Check with me monthly to give orders for the month. I'll make it happen. If I don't hear from you, I'll follow the previous month's orders. You can find your monthly stipend in the master's chest upstairs, along with anything we find that you might find useful. Here's the key. So, what are your first orders, Guildmaster?
Oh.
That's fine. We'll still get some solid revenue, and pick up some new recruits along the way. Not a bad strategy. More revenue means more gold in all our pockets. More men means that we're likely to have more spare equipment around here. Yes, Master. Whatever you say.
Right, well. There we go. I've been made Guild Master of the Fighters Guild. Actually, that should show up... No, here. Where is it? Master of the Fighters Guild. There we go. And if I was really inclined, I could go for Archmage of the Mages Guild too. But I don't think I'm going to do that.
Things could always be worse, and probably will be. I'm Kurz Grobaro. What can I do for you?
I was going to give you some advice on how to shoot better, because you're really your terrible grouping there. Abysmal. All right. Now that's a good group. Look at this. You're all over the place. You've even hit down here. Take some time and actually aim.
Yes, it's my pleasure.
He's not repairing gear anymore for some reason. I don't know why. So this chest now has nothing in it. Ooh. No. I can't open the... That's no good. I can't even open the display cases. What use is that? Parchment, Eastern Provinces on Oblivion. Right, well, there we go. We have finished. Let me just reset my bow to make sure I'm not... There we go. So, we have finished the Fighters Guild questline, which means I think I'm going to do a bit more of the Mages Guild to the point where I can go to the university and use some of the facilities there. And then once I've done that, I'm probably going to continue on with the main questline. So... you'll have to join me tomorrow to see that. Yeah, I'm happy with how this has been going. And I'm actually feeling like with the leveling mod that I've got and the Arcane Archery stuff that I've got, I feel like this is a viable build. Because I got to this level, I got to a similar level with my last playthrough, and I was having no end of problems killing anything. Like, literally, with a sword and shield, it was swing madly, use up almost all of the charges on the sword to kill one opponent. Right? And that just didn't feel right. So, I'm happy with how this is going. And so, yeah, I'm looking forward to doing more of the main quest line and finishing this. So thanks, everyone, for joining me. Sorry you came in late, David. And I will see you all next time. Have a good one. Bye now.